This video may contain sensitive subject matter or graphic imagery that some viewers may find upsetting or disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello Internet, it is me, the E-Man, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, at the time of this recording, only the first 2 episodes have actually been released. This means I don't currently have a sense of whether or not people are enjoying the series, if they're excited to see more, or if they just straight up don't like it and aren't watching. Normally, I never record this far ahead in anything for that exact reason. I want a chance to look at the analytics, I like to see if people leave any feedback, and if people aren't enjoying something, often I'll just stop doing it like I did with Watch Dogs. However, I really freaking love this game. I keep thinking about it, I really want to see the ending, I'm excited to see how characters develop, I want to know more about the psychological horror elements. This game's really freaking cool, is what I'm trying to say. And also the nature of the game is it's incredibly easy for me to just sit down every couple days once my voice is recovered and just record for 4.5 hours in bulk. So that's what I have been doing this week, and I am fresh and ready to start a new recording session. So, all that being said, back to the game. Last time, Sayori tragically died and was completely erased from history, and we discovered that freaking Manika here is a freaking hyper god with interdimensional powers. So let's just see how it's going. Hop back into the thing. Okay, so writing a poem. Now, this time we're gonna dedicate solely to Yuri's path. That is what we're gonna do. So I think it's probably gonna be easy to differentiate between Yuri and Natsuki's words. So passion is gonna be Yuri, right? No. All right, I'm off to a bad start here. Raindrops? Yeah, okay. Tears. Intellectual, right? Yeah, okay. Vibrant, family, explode, love, whistle, uncanny, vivid? Yeah, okay. Universe, landscape, adventure, fear. Yeah, okay. Because she has anxiety. Horror. Yeah. Covet. Yeah. Scars. Oh, that makes me think maybe the character does cut herself. That's awful. Eternity, waterfall, melancholy, frightening. Oh, they were straight up anxiety. That would have been the perfect one. Philosophy, pleasure, swimsuit, peaceful, awesome, fireworks, question, ambient, yeah, cute. Well, we know who that is. Infinite. Analysis, broken, this is depressing, hopeless. Oh, I think romance would have been her as well. Marriage, who's marriage? Okay, that is the other one. Just curious. Entropy, there we go. Alright, well, that was a little bit one-sided. Hi again, Joshua. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Because if you did, now you know my power. I will find you. Nah, don't worry. I liked it better when she had a tranquilizer rifle and not superpowers. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, yeah, I'm back at Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, what was... Okay. Hi, Yuri. You got something on your face. Alright, let's see if I can do the pseudo-British accent again. Thanks for keeping your promise, Joshua. Yeah, I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Ye of little faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Anyway. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Whoa, okay, hi there, Natsuki. Scared me a little bit there. Came up so quietly. Like a squid monster. Oh, come on, like he Wait, what's her voice? Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Manika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Okay, can't read, Manika, you're kind of clipping through the text box. Blah, 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 big mouth, someone manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Manika and manga. Manga is literature! Something, something, Mom, my cereal. Swiftly defeated, Netsuki plops back into her seat. No, I'm sorry, Joshua. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Netsuki a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all... Oh man, I'm finding it a little bit difficult to keep her voice straight. Perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Yeah, this whole part is new. I just realized the club room is crooked now. It did not used to be crooked. I just noticed that. What? Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. Even though you're a little bit freaky right now. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. That's kind of a weird... I don't know, that's kind of a weird thing to say if you wanted me to. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, are you sure? Yeah, I just feel like... Well, as vice president and all... that I should help you get started on something you might like. That's not... that's not Yuri's voice at all. I'm being a little bit harder than normal. Anyway, Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know, dude. I don't know. She just has a way, man. Wait till she shows you the knives, dude. That's when you know. That's when you gotta lock it down. Marriage material. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this! I enthusiastically take the book. Wait till you find out it's about murder. Oh, phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, hey, the club room adjusted back to normal. Okay. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Manika to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. I think that normally Sayori talked to me there, I don't remember. It's a while ago. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Okay, I wonder if this part will be exactly the same. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Ellipses of, oh. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out, I've upgraded to heroin now, so it's even more of a problem. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. I was focused, then if I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so, That's the book that you gave me, right? This is exactly the same. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to have 2 of them. I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. Yeah, I'll definitely start reading it soon. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. That's a perfect description of this game. That's a perfect description of this game. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Now, okay, again, this game is engaging. I don't know about relatable, because, last time I checked, real girls didn't have hyper-god powers. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. It's the Illuminati. Basically, it's right. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. This is different. Yeah, okay, this is different. This is a different description of the book. Basically, it's about a religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. Again, with the human experiment prisons. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that just lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse. How does it get even worse? It's a human experiment prison. Come on. How does it get worse? And they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler! No, please continue. But anyway, I'm really into it. Okay. You know, I knew Yuri was into some dark crap, but this, man. Okay. The book, I mean, not cutting off people's limbs and selective breeding. Not the thing about limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? I think dark is an understatement. Now, when she was talking about the girl losing her relationships and not knowing who to trust, that was dark. This is like torture porn, dude. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Joshua? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into these things. Those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective, from inside a human experiment prison. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and you're all worthless anyway. That what? Then suddenly... Yeah, I'm rambling a bit, aren't I? Yuri, are you okay? Do you, you're not yourself when you haven't had a Snickers. Do you, yeah, okay. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize for speaking in tongues with Satan himself. It's okay. We all do that, right? I haven't lost interest or anything. Please don't eat me or my children. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Alright, now before your problem seemed like it wasn't so bad. Now I'm afraid. Now I'm legitimately afraid. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets okay. My whole body gets incredibly, and then font that looked like wingdings. Anyway, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Uh-huh. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and Satan. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That is objectively true, yes. In fact, yeah, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes! Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Ellipses of, I don't know. Let me just get the book. Yeah, I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Yeah, alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? No, dude, man, Yuri's cute. I like Yuri, man, but there's some... I don't know how much I like possessed Yuri here. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. You know, human interaction. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, Just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. And please don't eat me. Yeah, all right. At least her... Man, I can't even drink water right. God. Oh, man. If the game wasn't making me feel useless enough. Sorry. Whew. At least, I was about to say before I died, at least Yuri's voice is the least strainful. Strainful? Strenuous to do. Strainful. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, as she tries to possess me. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but I feel somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... What? Can I go back and read that in the history? Nope, I can't. Alright, cool. And this is where being a slow dyslexic reader hurts. When you miss things. Anyway, Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... You fool. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh. I feel like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay, I was waiting for like the image to flicker or something to be creepy. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Oh, excuse me. Do apologize for my bodily functions. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and the hellfire that lies beyond, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. Oh, no. This is the part where she, mildly takes offense when we compare her to the character in the human experiment prison. I'm afraid of what her reaction will be, because I don't know if that whole cute line could save this. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. That face! That is not the face of a normal human. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Oh yeah, this is new. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Aha! Oh, that's what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about the limb detachment thing. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We don't even get to that. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Yeah, I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Don't exert yourself reading here, lady. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Joshua? Did something just happen? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you, don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. What the frick? Jesus, accusations much, lady! No, nothing! I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Oh, don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. It's nothing alarming. Oh, alright, if you say so. Man, I liked Yuri in the first playthrough, man. She was cool. She was kind of cute. It was a deep character. Now she's a freaking human experiment monster guy thing that likes knives. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. That being said, I am still going on her path. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Okay. Did I, like, overexert the poem towards Yuri? Is that why this is happening? Or would this have just happened even if it had been, like, 11 and 9? I don't know. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Guys, stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Then, again, use a bookmark, you dingus. Alright, well, I'm staying the heckaroni inches away from Monica. Right now, Natsuki seems to be, like, the only normal person in this universe. So, yeah. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. And she's gonna absolutely hate it. Excuse me. Ellipses of reading. Uh-oh. Ah!
The only normal person.
Okay, I should not have screamed. This is not a scary game. I'm sorry. I'm really tense. I apologize. Whew, normally jump scares don't get me, but that, okay. Also, eyes. Eye piercing and stuff, that is, like, the one thing that gets me. When I was a little kid, I accidentally saw a horror movie. I don't remember what it was called. Something with zombie nurse. It was like a really bad horror B movie. I think it was British. And it had zombie nurses in it. And the one scene I walked in, I accidentally saw, was there's a guy in an entire body cast. And the only thing open is one of his eyes. Like, there's a hole over one of his eyes. And the nurse isn't a zombie, but she's, like, possessed by Satan or something. I don't remember. Anyway, and she has this giant, like, one of those huge, like, 100cc syringes, and she just stabs the entire thing into his eyeball and kills him. And I was like 4, and that was the only scene in the movie that I saw, and I'm scarred for life now. So, eyeballs freaked me out. Anyway, back to the game. Joshua, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer, Natsuki. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Ah! You called my bluff! Painful to think about? Ellipses of gritting teeth. Fine! Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Oh, hey, it's the exact same thing, right? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Because humans are fragile, pathetic animals. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest! I am? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even like my writing. Wait. If you just came here for the cookies, I'd be super pissed. Yeah, okay, so people don't take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. It hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do things that can be really disheartening. Oh, no, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. Yeah, so you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I got a little fang there. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Pathetic little twerp. Also, I'd just love to denote that I said, wow, Natsuki seems to be the only normal person here, and then immediately after saying that, her eyeballs exploded out of her skull. So, that's great. Alright, Monika. Hi. Hi, Joshua. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Okay, that has some very new connotations. Alright, big brother. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up, or talk to myself, or have private thoughts, or take a shower ever again. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yeah. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Joshua. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? Yeah, tell that to Yuri. But it's that sort of barrier that will that we'll all learn to get past soon. Okay. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monika my poem. Great job, Joshua. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why. I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. It's because I think you're a fool. You're a simple mortal. I guess I underestimated you. Yeah, you did. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. This is exactly the same so far. That's very true. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yes, that's why I wrote it, actually. writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. Okay. That's a sign. I don't mean it like a bad thing, though. I don't know. Being detached from reality and owning a knife. Not a winning combination. Generally. But sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. And now she's starting to sound like a school shooter. Great. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place. Yeah, Yeah. At first this sounded like an absent-minded intellectual. Now it sounds like a serial killer. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. Okay, that's how she I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Wow, this sounds like someone I would run away from in real life. Like earlier, I think she got too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Kick! Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you didn't... Wait. So I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Yeah, alright. Well, thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Alright, Monika. Don't worry, I'm not very good. Yeah, sure you're not. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I'm calling you out on all your bullcrap today, Monika. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yeah, sure. Popular girl who's self-conscious. Never heard that one before. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Is this exactly the same? I think this is probably exactly the same. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrolling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Is that because in the title screen she's holding a pen? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, very cool. So, what do you think? Best poem I've ever written, Hyper God? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. If that's what the new kids call trash. Sorry, I'm not really the right person for asking for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Good, so you're doing the popular thing, that's great. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performing out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. Yeah, I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Oh no. Oh no. She learned how to travel into the fourth dimension. Past the fourth wall! It's been influencing my poems a lot. Or a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Okay, the text took slightly... Anyway, whatever. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after one is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Uh-oh. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Alright, you closed your eyes. Is there going to be something creepy when you open? Thanks for listening. Nope. Alright, well, it's been going on for 32 minutes or so. Not exactly sure. Regardless. Strange things are happening to me. And Yuri. Yuri's a freak now. Yuri's scary, but still kind of cute. So let's share our poem with Yuri on the next episode. Okay. If you are still watching this series, then thank you so ever much. I really appreciate it, and I do hope you're enjoying it. As always, again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next episode real soon. Goodbye! Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, you can click one of the links currently up on the screen, and if you want to see my newest content as soon as it's released, you can always subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next episode real soon. Goodbye.